بس توقف ما ارجع. انا عدت علي دكتور فترة يمكن سنة. شوف لعبة كاملة بدها تقول هي المورد وورفور 3 اللي اعطيتها تنزلها من اول سيزون لاخر سيزون، والبلاك اوبس لعبت فيها 3 سيزونات. شلون الاي فوتبول نقضيها مثلا كنا 4 5 ساعات لعب، هذيك نفس الشيء. ليش ما عم تقلب الخطة؟ ايش في؟ انت طب ليش ما بتثبتها باجريك؟ دكتور طلع انا شلون مو بتكون الارجيله جنبي؟ حط الخرطوم هذا النايلو حطه تحت فخدك وحط اركي الارجيله على تماك بتضل بتماك عادي يعني. كمان جوا القميص بتصير، اذا رقبتك طويله بترتاح فيها. في هذا والله هذا شو اسمه بعكتوله على طول، بشوف اعلاناته على التيمو وعلى علي بابا.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now it's Hullet. Dembele. And here's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. He's delivered all right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Hullet duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Syria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Aubameyang. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Hullet. It's Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Syria with the corner. They're first. He's rising! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And here's Hullet. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now, can they get him away? Zola. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. And it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Zola. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aubameyang. Seedorf. And here's Bale. Now it's Hullet. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Nedved. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bergomi with a definite foul there. Bergomi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nedved. Bellingham. Very nicely done. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Syria are looking to break at pace. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Decent chance! And he's hit it long.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, played right into his path. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Picked out brilliant. Hullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Zola with the short one. Cross from Mal. Oh, good climb. Oh, off the bar. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Syria are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Might want to be careful there.
Nedved. And it's Seedorf. No way through there. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Zola. Hullet. That is a brilliant interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Hullet is onto it in a flash. Zola. And it's Bellingham. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Dembele. Nedved. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the 1 goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Syria leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Zola. Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Seedorf. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aubameyang. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. And this is Dembele. Goes looking wide. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Syria are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Bale. The team still separated by the game's only goal. Aubameyang. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Aubameyang.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Aubameyang. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Desai attempts a clearance. Can he get it through? Nedved gets into a good position. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries a shot! Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Syria restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Schmeichel claims comfortably. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Yaya Toure. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Best has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
They've played it short. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong.
Syria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, there's a probing ball. Driving on and making good progress. And he is deftly away. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Bale with a real chance here. Ronaldinho. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And it's Bale. And the pass is intercepted. And the counter is on. Ferdinand wins the duel this time. Rummenigge. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Best going face to face with his great rival, Yaya Toure. And he's quick to snatch it back. It's Vinicius Junior.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Bale. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Now then, the ball's come loose. Zola. 2 minutes to be added on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well measured. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Schneider. Yaya Toure. Best. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! And for a moment... And that is the last of the action. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is at chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. And it's Bale. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Nedved. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zola makes a dash for it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Bale. Maldini calmly anticipates. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. Dembele. Syria are looking to break at pace. Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Desai. Passes short and sharp. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Nedved plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zola. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Syria really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Dembele is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, that has not gone well. Syria have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Seedorf. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Mbappe.
Syria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And here's Mbappe. And this is... It's Dembele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Nedved. Yaya Toure. Dembele. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And it's Dembele. Nedved. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a little loose.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Syria currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Zola. He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Zola, looking tidy in possession here. And this is Dembele. Oh, right place, right time.
The perfect tackle. He's been superb.
Nedved. And that's a nicely... Mbappe! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Syria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's having a good look here.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Zola!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Now it's Nedved. He can run onto that. He's being urged to shoot. They want to be quick to recover this. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
It's Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And the shot's on here. Always goal side. And that is masterful defending. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's a good ball. Referee has just said play on. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Dembele. Nedved. And it's Bale. And here's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. Bellingham. Seedorf. And it's Bale. Oh, well played, lovely. Nicely spread. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Zola. Bellingham. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Syria are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
This might spell danger. Nedved. And it's Seedorf. Zola. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. He's got away. Now there's a fine ball. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nedved. Nedved! Oh, split-second reaction.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Zola goes short. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
تونس.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
يعني قدو انت عم تسأل على دوري عربية وبدك تقدم.
Well, we're on the way. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep line position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Zola. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game.
يا فتحي،
Well played.
في فلوس إلا ما في فلوس؟
Shot a goal.
فلوس في إلا ما في؟
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to
يعني
deal with that.
بالجزائر إذا طلعت على الجزائر في فلوس إلا ما خرج تجيب فلوس؟
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Messi.
معناتها روح قدو على الجزائر اشتغل شوفير تاكسي.
Seen through all of that. And it's Nedved. And this is Dembele. Zola. Great ball, a chance! They've scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, some astute defending there. Bellingham. Bellingham!
ايوه روحي.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really
هلا خلص
anticipated
هالماتش.
that well, didn't he?
عم تلعب ولا فتحت ماتش؟
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game.
بخلص هالماتش وبجيك.
Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now that's well seen too. And it's Bellingham. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nedved, he is through here.
يلعن عرض اللعبة.
Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great chance! Really nicely worked opportunity. That's some lovely exchanges.
The 1 and 2 touch football
بعت على هي
through
eFootball
the
Geo
middle
لو.
was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Saliba attempts a clearance.
صار عندنا 300 مجموعة على eFootball كلهم نفس الأعضاء.
With his great rival. Passing nice and neat.
لكن المشكلة أحيانا بيفتحوا الحديث معلم هون بروحوا بكملوه هنيك. دي تفضل. دخول بقى فهم.
With a goal to their name. And it's Azar. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. This is a promising build-up. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
والله المحل الصورة يا قدو ابنك. لو ما هو معلم كان تقليب.
One goal between them. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Dembele. Zola. He's shifting through the gears here. It is a corner.
ينعن يا اخي، اللعبه بتحسها بتنجحش احيانا، بصير فيها.
Third corner. Saliba
بابا
is
ينطح
there and
هذا.
he can get that clear. Nice bit of skill and he's away.
يا اخي شلحني اياها هيك تشليح.
Oh, he's been caught napping. That's tidy. And the shot. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 4 coming up here. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. And the counter is on. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Zola, and here's Dembele. Zola, and he shoots!
طب خيو بدفاعه عبالك كل الشوطات، كل ما بشوط ببالك الدفاع.
He won't be happy with that one.
That's good play from him.
And it's Bellingham. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
لا VIP هي.
Pirlo. Now it's Pele. Messi. Maldini. Oh, they can break here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Played out wide. Well, that is one way to stop him. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Syria just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half. Syria leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Messi. Pirlo. And it's Azar. And here's Drogba. Messi receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Zola. And this is Dembele. Oh, sweet feet. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Maldini does well to get it back. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Nedved.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Syria just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zola going forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Dembele. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot. It's loose now. And again. And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it. The 2-goal cushion. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
انت خلاص واحد مرتد. انا بعرف واحد بنها.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. And here's Hullet. Aubameyang. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nedved stood his ground strongly. And this is Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aubameyang powering forward here. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And he's done it! And there is your opener. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Syria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bale.
That's good defensive concentration.
Short changes him with that pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Dembele is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So what can they make of this? Quality ball. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Aubameyang. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zola. He is through here. Chance, surely! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? And they've got rid.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's gone loose. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Nedved! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Nedved. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that.
Syria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Bale. Seedorf. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Hullet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Dembele. Dembele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Syria currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
Syria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Zola, he's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Dembele. Bellingham. Now it's Dembele. And here's Hullet. Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nedved, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Nedved. Zola. He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do.
And Aubameyang! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Played back into the centre. And now a sudden chance to counter. Back where it came from. Passing nice and neat. And the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Syria have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Nedved! Nedved! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Thuram wins the duel this time. Hullet never out of the action for very long. He won't be happy with that one. Syria have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nedved. And here's Aubameyang. Bale. And he shoots! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Syria have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. And that's a throw-in. Can he finish? It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
It's Bale! And the ball's come loose here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Schneider makes a dash for it, and it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho running with intent. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Rummenigge, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Rummenigge. Well timed, excellent interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Zola. Rummenigge! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now he's off and running. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aimed beyond the defence. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Syria pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still... It's Bale! And how did he not put that away?
Bale fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a shot! And that's a real chance missed. And it's been taken short. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Has to go back here. Ronaldinho shoots! It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Cross from Maldini.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And here's Neymar. Best. Bellingham. And this is Zola. And this is Zola. Great chance! Another one of football's and how moments. And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Neymar. No, we always look the favourite there. And that has been cleared. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Toure does really well to win the ball there. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Best. Lovely feet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
And this is the big chance. Now it's Bellingham. Little doubt, that is a foul. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well read, nice interception. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zola takes a shot! Gianfranco Zola, sheer football poetry.
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So, a breakthrough already. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That has been slung wide. Looking tidy in possession here. Nedved does well not to be outdone there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nedved. And that has been cut short. And now the breakaway. He shifted it to the flank. Syria very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Quarter of an hour played. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. Oh, super ball! Syria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Couldn't squeeze it through. He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zola looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Hullet.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the...
Great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Thuram, forced to go back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf, and he was alert to it.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread it left. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Syria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some resolute defending there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Syria find a position of real strength now. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Hullet. Oh, cracking ball. Seedorf. Bale.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Seedorf. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Syria producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. We're on the move again. Desai, and that's going up front in a hurry. Dembele is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Played back into the centre. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good ball! Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
He's got away. That is good strength. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And he's managed to get free. Nedved! No, he's missed it.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Nedved.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And here's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dembele. Nedved. He is through here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Forward it goes. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Zola. Oh, that's clever. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end, it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Syria are looking to break at pace. Nedved. And it's Dembele. He's found a way through. Deftly away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yaya Toure. That's a good ball out wide. Bellingham. Decent chance! He's kept it out just.
Syria certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Distributed tidily. And now they can spring out of defence. Dembele. Now it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. He might be in here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Tries one from range. And he should have made it 4.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Syria are almost home and dry now. And this is Dembele. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Nedved. And this is Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved. And that's gone loose. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. Now this could be a chance. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that will be the final act. Syria can look performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim alongside me. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just ooze. Aubameyang! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Syria are looking to go forward now. And he's lost his man here. Pull it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely aimed pass. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive. He's having a pop! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come early. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Aubameyang. Dembele. He's shifting through. It's Dembele! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Bale. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bergomi simply refused to be outdone there. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Seedorf.
Syria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. And he's looking to catch him up. Yaya Toure. And here's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Aubameyang. And that's been won straight back. Bellingham. "30 minutes gone. Dembele. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. And here's Zola. Bellingham. Delivered low. Araujo can clear it away. Aubameyang. Now it's Bale. No, he's not getting his way this time. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Threads one in. Great chance! And that has sent him sprawling.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Aubameyang. And this is Nedved. Zola.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Nedved. Bale is herring after that one. Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Nedved!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Maldini gets it away. Now that's a lovely exchange. That's a good... And Seedorf! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Syria go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and...
Aubameyang! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yaya Toure. And it's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Dembele. And he's got... And Aubameyang! Good try. Very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Dembele. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zola. It's a searching pass. No, no way through. Zola. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Nedved. Bellingham. Oh, it's a great ball here. Backward it goes. And he's made a chance! And that has been knocked clear.
Syria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Has a look and plays it forward. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bale. Now it's Aubameyang. Nedved. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe has been caught there. It's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
Syria, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Syria have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Maldini. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, super ball! Zola! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off.
Pele! Superb from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Syria cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Now it's Bale. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, nice touch. Syria claiming a corner and the referee concurs.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Picked out chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That has ended up in no man's land.
Syria can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's cut it out. Zola, it's played through for him. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief. That's it! There will be time for no more. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong. Aubameyang! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Syria restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Real chance! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Now it's Dembele. Aubameyang. Bellingham. Toure gets over and intercepts. Toure calmly anticipates. Aimed beyond the defence. Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is a brilliant interception. Bale. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Seedorf. Nedved. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that has not gone well. Dembele. Seedorf. And here's Aubameyang. Great vision. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Seedorf. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Dembele. Knocks it into... Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's been caught napping! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zola looking to be a menace in the final third. Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini. That's a sharp pass. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Aubameyang. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Zola. Zola. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Dembele. Nedved. Dembele. Nedved. Aubameyang. Looking for the run. And here's Dembele. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice sequence of passes, this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's going for goal! Oh, belter! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Syria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something...
Takes a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Syria have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Syria are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back underway. Dembele is onto this. Decent chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Hullet makes a dash for it. Nedved. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Syria now in a position far more desirable. Shoots! It's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Syria cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And Hullet! Rude Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Syria go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's burst through! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... He's in one-on-one. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Syria, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's him. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Toure cuts it out. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mbappe. Rummenigge. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's delightful. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he thumps it clear. Syria are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Syria have a free kick. And he's been shifted off it. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. And the shot! No, he's missed it. And the number on the board is 3. Mbappe! Syria have got it back and they'll have another go. Rummenigge. And the shot! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Syria have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
جيب لقطة على الدكتور. ينعن عرضة، ينعن عرضة منين شاله؟ يا حرام يا حرام، يلا يا حرام. الميسو زبالات قال في عنده نص ساعة بده يروح ويرجع، بس بقى هي نص ساعة شو هي بالضبط ما بعرف، هل هي نظيفة أم أبو جواد؟ الله أعلم. أنا بشك بأبو جواد. أبو جواد معلم فيها القصة أبو جواد.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, no question, Jim. The referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing.
Tries a shot, and it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
يا زلمة طلع على هالشانس الشنص وانطرد لي بهذا يا توري من أول 6 دقايق. أنا عم بقول ليش انطرد اللاعب عندي. جاويش طلع عندي باللايف معلم، خالصة نسحوا نحسوا نعن أخته هلا.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, now he can run away with it. And he shoots. It's in.
طبعا خذ جاويش، خذ لي هالهدف هذا، احفظ لي يا لقطة روحي، احفظ لي يا لقطة روحي. روحي.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
ايش باق ليش عم تدحم؟ ايش دور فرن؟
Starting to look very interesting this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
Deftly away.
خاوة. طلع لمين لعبة ابن القديشة.
Nicely spread. Best. He has found the way through.
محسب لاني عم بلعب فيه حازم ليدخل خاوة دكتور.
It's almost personal and it had to be.
والدنبوز يا حرام عليك يا دنبوز.
Calmly anticipates. Nicely aimed pass. No, he's not getting any further than that.
ايه وقفت اللعبة جمدت ما في قصة له.
And that interception was
عن جد جمدت.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Bellingham. He's beaten the Bellingham! And he's
جي دكتور.
They've done it!
دبل تاتش مالوالي.
They have their reward. A moment that needed composure.
عدنان نص ساعة بكون عنا بالصوت معلم.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defense, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show.
اوف بعمل برد لك اياها متوقع خسرتني وحده بالديفيجن قبل ما اتعرف عليك.
to hold on to this.
تتذكرها؟
Seedorf. Syria have the chance to go the other way. Dembele driving on and making good progress. And it's Nedved. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Bellingham. Zola.
لغينا الدي ام اف، حطينا بلينغهام عملناه سي ام اف.
Best pass somewhat off target. Pull it. Zola. And that's gone behind.
تعرف الدكتور وطلع على البند وقام هاجت كمان.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
لك طب دي بالخرا ليه؟ ايش عم تخترع؟ عم تنكوش في طيزك؟ لا عيب، ايش هالحكي؟
Now it's Mbappe. Maldini. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. Nedved. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Hullet. Nedved. Nedved. Drive. Can he finish? Hullet finds himself offside.
كنسلته بس هو فكرة هاي ما بعرف ليش لعبة. غيرت الخطة دكتور.
زولا.
غيرت الخطة روحي.
Passing nice and neat.
طلع وقف وقف يا شباب، وقف معدم اللاعب، وقف هيك جمد عم بصفن فيه. اوف 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 اوف، هدي حناش.
And he could have done himself a massive favor by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Dembele receives it in a wide position. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rummenigge plays a sharp little ball here. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that has not gone well. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nedved, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had a beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
يا عم الله عم بغني على البث ده، اهرب المتابعين يا زلمه.
And that should get the job done.
كلهم هلا كم واحد؟ 8 هلا بهربوا. اذا اعمل مشاركه، اعمل له دكتور مشاركه، انا مطرود لي لاعب. اطلب مني، اطلب تعال اخو. يعني انا مطرود لي لاعب وفاتح بس ومشاركه، هي لحالها افانس.
Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is for them more or less ideal.
يا عم هذا اسجلها الله على اليوتيوب. هي يا دكتور خسرت الدكتور، مطرود لي لاعب وده اخلي زبلاتينو يمنجا كمان.
A man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
طلع جمد يا شباب، جمد اللاعب ما بيساوي شيء.
And so the action is resumed. Bellingham. Zola. Thuram plays it long. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, that's fabulous. Best. He's found some... And the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Best can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's Nedved. Oh, well played. Nedved.
يا سلام.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
لا خلاص كبوها برا، مسك الطابة خلاص كبها.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Rummenigge. Best. He's on it. Can he get away? Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this. Zola. And a chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the...
صار لازم ننزل المارد الخفي. هذا حبيب ولا الدكتور معلم؟ ما ضل فيه هيبة.
So changes afoot here and from both sides. Not the most accurate pass. Syria still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
That's a little off target.
طب ما بقى ابغى الاقي واحد العب له باص.
They lack urgency.
خالصه هيقول.
Tries one from range. It's hit the upright. Tries to get it clear. And here's Bellingham.
Syria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible
كس اختك. لا لك عيب حاجه تسبسب يا زلمه.
Would certainly help their cause now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
لكن انا عن شرف اللعبه قواده. ترى لمين لعبه؟ لما في اخت اللعبه ايش في؟ شعب صير؟ هدي عن ايش فيه هذا لاعب باص بسرعه كاني حدا ليحقه.
Well read, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, easy pickings there. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. That's a pretty loose pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
قال يا رب دخيلك ليش ما عم تدخل طيب ليه مبابي؟ هذا من بابي السي اوف. شفتوا لمبابي.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break,
انت بس استلمه.
That's what really rips the
نعم
apart. And it's difficult
اول ويل.
to it when it's applied like that.
So all square with almost no time
بس
remaining.
يستلمه.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Mbappe stood his ground strong.
طلع يلا دير ظهرك وشوط، لا تشوط رأسا.
So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
تقليب.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the
شو
next 30
دكتوري؟
minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Syria conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do
اوف
they
الله
have
حيو
what it
فتحي عم
takes?
تخصفنا.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
لك وين قوم
Referee
ولي.
has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern
الله
late.
مين خرج ننزل بدل بلينغهام؟ ما في عنا دي ام اف ولا سي ام اف دفاعي. عن اخت رياضة. هذا عم تشوط مثلي دكتور.
From Peter Schmeichel. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
وقف لي.
And he's cut it out. Ibrahimovic might just make this.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vinicius Junior.
اكلنا خرا.
That is a great pick out.
That's just
تعرف
plain
لما هي
safe
منزله
and
اكلت
simple.
خرا فعلا.
And that was nowhere near his best. Schneider. Now Mbappe. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Schneider.
دخ يا ربي دخيلك، ايش عم تاخذي غير حركه؟ مو وقتك هلا.
Good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Great chance! And how did he not put that away?
Vinicius Junior fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Can he finish? Oh, that could be
جي
pivotal.
اسطورتي.
So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Syria have their lead.
While it's great commitment on show here, they'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
It's a searching pass, and that has been cut short. Mbappe, too strong for his opponent there. Schmeichel punts it upfield. Bellingham. Now it's Pele. Strokes it back. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
عالطابة يا عرصة.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
ليش؟
Yellow or red. It
لا
is
ليش؟ ايش
red.
عملت؟
Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an
لا ايش عملت؟ والله ما عملت شيء.
opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
لا موضوع بثمانية، موضوع انه ما كسحته، ما عملت شيء، والله ما عملت شيء. يعني ما بتستاهل احمر. من شرف الرياضة يا زلمة. والله هي جلitch ال 108 معروفة. طب وين لعيبتي؟ انا ما في لعيبة؟ تو انت بليش عم تساوي؟ جي على ورا.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Cleared away.
جي دكتوري.
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped.
أداء حسن زي أبو حسن.
Power of will, and this place is bouncing. Syria may not have finished with 11, but they have.
أبو علي المعري.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Shapes to shoot! Goal! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Syria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the shot! And there's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Syria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone backward here. Syria have the chance to go the other way. And this is Nedved. And it's Aubameyang. And here's Dembele. Dembele stood his ground strongly. And here's Bale. Seedorf. And he has been fouled there. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Nicely aimed pass. Nedved. Bellingham looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Hullet. Searching pass he's played there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Aubameyang. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hullet. Nedved. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And here's Dembele. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nedved. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Syria are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Dembele. Yaya Toure. And he's found a way past. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Nedved. Shot could be on. Ribery. Seedorf. And it's Ribery. This looks promising. Tries to pass it through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bellingham. And it's Dembele. Now Yaya Toure. Hullet and Hullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, that's neat. Bellingham. So much time and space here. And it's Nedved. Dembele. Dembele! Again, a brilliant save. And this could be the final action of the first half. Syria with another corner. So, third corner of the game. Zola goes short. And here's Zola. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Syria are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back underway.
Syria are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nedved, he's shifting through the gears here. Chance! And this is Dembele. Tries a shot! It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Syria with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nedved running with intent. Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Has a look and place it forward.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Dembele. That's very neat. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Maldini cuts it out. Ribery is always looking to play quality balls. Syria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. Zola. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Now it's Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Toure going after that. Syria have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Syria choosing to make the first change.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Araujo simply refused to be outdone there. Pele. And here's Bale. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has a look up. Now it's Mbappe. Syria are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! A finish of true class! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Syria now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, good-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nedved, he has found the way through. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.